So under the new government, do you plan to relook at the country's ties with China?
We recognize the People's Republic of China as it was established. We signed one of the first trade agreements with China, which are further developed by successive governments of whatever political hue. So we'd like to continue that close relationship with China. Of course, from time to time there can be issues that will arise, but I am sure we are confident that despite those issues, the relationship will not be altered in a significant way. In addition to the fact that as government to government relationships, the main political parties also have their individual relationship with the Communist Party of China.
So will you relook at some of the mega projects that were funded by China?
We are looking at a number of mega projects, not only those funded by China, but also some of the other projects. What we are hoping is that we will be able to develop these areas so there will be more industries coming in and more tourism, which of course will happen due to the economic policies of the government and the fact that we want to make it more competitive. The sensitive project is the Port City project. This is a project to fill up 200 acres outside the port of Colombo. It has been very, very controversial, partly because we have thousands of acres of buildable land within the city. But more than that, the allegation that the environment impact assessment has not been made and there is no feasibility study. When I raised this in Parliament, the government said they had the reports but were not willing to table it in Parliament. I have now asked the authorities to let us have a copy of the environment impact assessment report if there is any. If the environment impact report is not there, then the project is not in conformity to the law. At that stage, we have to get an environment impact assessment done and look at the new project report.
In the time you've been in office, that you now have a clear picture of the amount of money that's been borrowed from China and the extent of the deals that have been made by the previous administration, or are you still trying to get a handle on that?
We know the amounts of money that has been borrowed from China, the extent of it. We are still trying to look at the extent of money is borrowed from other sources, because in addition to the money borrowed by the government, the state corporations and other entities have borrowed both from the state banks and the private banks. There is also a number of unpaid debts. Very soon we will know the total amount, but it's going to be high.
What would your message be to foreign investors now about Sri Lanka?
I would tell the foreign investors, we are getting the house in order, and very soon, by June, July, you will be in a position to come into Sri Lanka and to invest. We would like the new parliament elections to take place, and thereafter invite the investors. We'll define the areas. We are committed to creating 1 million jobs and self-employment opportunities in the next 5 years. This requires a vast investment, not merely in capital but in technology, in managerial skills, and also access to foreign markets. We would like to have further develop our access to markets in Europe, which we are lost at the moment, to the United States and to India.